Hello, this is CrazyMan7777 here, and today I have the UNSC Kodiak Siege Cannon with me. This is the largest cannon that I have built for Halo Mega Bloks, and also the largest unpacked vehicle, um, or at least second largest. Depends on if you go for length or if you go for whole volume. Anyway, this one is, of course, a Halo Wars 2 set since we are approaching Halo Wars 2's release. And uh, thankfully, the Kodiak is one of the few vehicles that I think does go with the other UNSC vehicles from Halo Wars. But of course, I've got some to compare, so we'll see what you guys think. Anyway, we've also got another Halo Wars Spartan in this set, which is super exciting. So you don't get to see those very often. Um, then we have two superposable brutes in generic brute armor. So not really too sure how far they are to the how close they are to the actual game, but I don't really care, to be honest. So without further ado, we shall look at the set itself. So here we have the unpacked Kodiak and the three figures from the set itself. We will look at the figures first because they're the smallest, easiest to work with. We have one Brutes with the good old-fashioned spiker. Nothing too different here. I do have to say that the color choice for the armor for the Brutes is absolutely terrible because it looks almost exactly like the Brutes themselves. I think that Halo Mega Bloks either needs to make the Brutes not albino, or they need to pick armor that has at least somewhat not albino itself. Then we actually have a new thing-ish. We have the good old Brute launcher. Jesus, I'm bad. Why can't I remember this today? We have the Brute Shot. So, classic Halo 2, Halo 3 weapon. Has not returned yet for some stupid reason. And we have a new kind of handle for it that actually, so that they actually hold it like they do in the game, which is very nice. And of course, I have a Brute Shot from the olden times, just in case you wanted to see what it looks like. It's very different. The knife kind of sweeps back a little bit more in this version, and we don't have this kind of lip knife thing coming down there, and the extra appendage coming out is on the back this time, or at least the old one. So there we have that. Once again, it's with the pearl colored armor and the albino Brute. And then we have the things that I've messed with, of course. So you can see back here we've got two weapons. These are the UNSC weapons that come with the set. We have a Halo 5 battle rifle. How do I know? It has the tiny useless sight instead of any of the cool ones. I actually think the Halo 4 sight is a lot cooler than the default Halo 5 one. And then we have the good old shotgun from Halo Reach. No idea why it's in this set. I would have appreciated a Halo 3 one. Haven't had any that actually were usable recently, but whatever. So I've stuck an assault rifle on the Spartan instead. This is supposed to be Spartan Alice. I have no idea. I remember Spartan Alice from Halo Wars. I don't remember her exactly playing a role in the game or having anything special about her armor, but Halo Mega Bloks decided to give her a special shoulder, so I put it on this guy. Good old, I think this is Douglas. I don't fucking know. It doesn't matter. And I just decided that he's going to be the alpha guy, so he has the Spirit of Fire emblem, and he has the one that came on Alice that I don't recognize at all. So he has the two big shoulders. He's the captain guy, and then we got the Spartan Alice has the 2 regular shoulders because I really wanted one with 2 regular shoulders. And then that would be it for the figures this time. Just remove them from the equation. And then we'll look at the Kodiak itself. You can see it's quite large, and especially compared to the figures. And I will show you what it looks like compared to the Cobra, which is probably the, no, it's not the next unpacked vehicle. I'll show you guys the next size unpacked vehicle. It's this. Oh, jeez. This is why I say I don't really know what to think about the size of the Kodiak, because we've had this, the good old plasma tank from Halo Wars, and we've also had the elephant, which I won't bother getting out now, but this one has only one part that unpacks, and the rest of it is exactly the same as normal. This thing is absolutely huge. I don't know which one is bigger. It's, the Kodiak has a bigger cannon, so I still stand by it being the biggest cannon I have. And you have Warthog next to it as well, so that we've had all 3 of the kind of, I don't know what standard UNSC vehicles, not really. I don't even have a Scorpion out here. Just a bunch of random vehicles from Halo Wars. The Halo Wars vehicles and a Warthog. We'll go with that. So, of course, this one unpacks. You guys have probably already guessed how this works, but besides, we'll do it anyway. They've got no moving wheels this time. That's the biggest pain about the Cobra. We've got these 2 huge things on the side that come out, and then we've got these at the back, and this whole big one right here. Lots of hair in there. And let's see, let's get these little feet down. Now we have the whole thing unpacked, and once it's unpacked, you can take the gun up, and then we have quite a show on it. And I will have to say that this thing actually kind of looks like a modern vehicle from real life rather than a Halo Wars vehicle, now that I really look at it. Reminds me very much of Cold War cannon trucks. Anyway, we have a couple of different pieces that come off for this particular set. Have this area here. This hatch comes off, and we have a whole thing inside, which is kind of hard to show, this cannon on here and all of the things unpacked, but here it is. See if you guys can see it. Got little levers in there. That's a whole new thing that I haven't seen yet before. We got little levers that go up and down and sideways and whatnot. And then that is the driver's area, which also has it has a captain's hatch, which is weird because nobody can fit through that. Like, I don't understand that. Anyway, I have that interesting little cabin in the front, and then we have another cabin for the engine compartment on this spot. I'm not sure how it comes off, that I think about it. Maybe. No, that's not it either. God damn it. This is a tricky one because it doesn't really have a good spot to grab onto. Let's see. We have engine compartment in there. Nothing too exciting, but you know, at least you can open it up if you really try hard. There we have it, all of the compartments on the vehicle. And of course, unpacking, just pick them up and move them up here. Let's put these little flaps down. They kind of stick in the wheels, which is the major flaw of this one. And then stick this up. Oh, jeez. Yeah, this one has a lot more flaws than the plasma tank, but it's way less finicky than the Cobra, at least. And then we have the whole thing ready to roll once again. And as you can hear, I just managed to break off something on the other side. I'm sure it's the flap, this thing. The other side. So that is the Kodiak. With all its finicky pieces and interesting little details on it. That huge gun on the front, and the Spartan that goes with it. I will give this one, it's a big set, it's gonna be out of 10. Give this one a good like 7 out of 10. I think it's got a lot of the same issues that the Cobra has when it comes to unpacking the vehicle. When you do the Cobra, you have to do all this crap with the wheels, and those become a major problem. Same thing with the Kodiak. They got some major problems in there, and you have to actually take parts out on the Cobra. So the Cobra is a little bit worse, but the Kodiak still has similar problems where some things like literally will come off the vehicle if you don't do it right. I don't think it should be that hard, especially since these are supposed to be like shit for little kids, supposedly. And I like the design of the vehicle. I like how it has the big cannon. I'm not really a fan of the fact that it doesn't turn. The big cannon does not turn in the slightest, and it's very hard to get the big cannon to be straight, but that's kind of my problem. That's not really much of a Halo Mega Bloks problem. And I also like the Spartan. Spartan's very cool, and I very much like the new Brute shot. It's very, very nice. Before I get barked out here, like I said, 7 out of 10. Pretty good set. I think it might be overpriced, so don't buy it. But it's very nice to look at. And I think it'll go with the rest of my Halo Wars stuff. So, see you guys next time.